Thanks for joining me on this Thursday where we busted the 90s here in downtown. Thanks for joining me on this Thursday where we busted the 90s here in downtown Sagersville. The forecast calling for more warm, clear weather throughout your weekend. Certainly a beautiful one ahead. Now, the forecast still calling for the upper 80s, but I expect that we'll be, at least here in the downtown area and much of the viewing area, knocking on the door, if not walking through that 90-degree threshold for the next few days. Your updated forecast in a few moments. A couple of reports about missing children in the viewing area that will focus on one still missing and a frantic search still underway at my last reported update. And a host of other news that we'll get to in what's left of the half hour. Some big news for Kentucky. Some proud news for the state of Kentucky as well. For the first time ever, those popular iPhone screens, iPad screens, and the like will be made in the United States. Not only that, they're going to be made in the Commonwealth. Apple and Corning this week announcing a major expansion to their long-standing partnership to make precision glass for Apple products. Apple is making a $2.5 billion commitment to produce all of the cover glass for iPhone and Apple Watches in Corning's Harrodsburg, Kentucky manufacturing facility. This means that 100% of cover glass on iPhone and Apple Watch units, not the iPad as I mentioned, sold worldwide are going to be manufactured in the United States for the first time and here in Kentucky. Corning is creating the world's largest and most advanced smartphone glass production line at the Harrodsburg facility. Corning is also going to dedicate this entire facility to manufacturing for Apple, which will help increase Corning's manufacturing and engineering workforce in Kentucky by 50%. The two companies will also open a new Apple Corning Innovation Center at the Harrodsburg plant. The Innovation Center will play, they say, a key role in the development and engineering of advanced materials and next-generation manufacturing platforms for Apple's future generations of products. These products are part of Apple's broader commitment to spend and invest more than $600 billion in the U.S. economy over the next 4 years. They say this also includes Apple's newly announced American Manufacturing Program, which will invest across America and incentivize global companies to onshore production and manufacture even more of Apple's critical components here in the United States. I'm going to make one last check during the break, or actually have someone else in the newsroom do it, to see if there is any updates out of Jackson, out of the Panbowl Road area, where it's been now at least 21 hours and counting since a 10-year-old boy left his home and has been last seen. I'll have that as well as with a brief story on a situation here in McGoffin County that fortunately ended in the best way today. I'll be right back. Tomorrow is Friday, and Friday's special is livers or gizzards or both for just $5.79 plus tax at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe, and that's with 2 homemade sides and a biscuit. And you can stop by and dine in 10 till 9:30 or drive through 10 till 10 every day at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe. While often helpful, did you know that popular non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs like ibuprofen and naproxen and others increase your risk of having a heart attack or stroke, as well as other internal issues? And those risks are significantly higher with prolonged use and higher dosages. Find out all you need to know about common concerns and cautions and options when you stop by and talk to a Parkway Pharmacy pharmacist in Sagersville.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small-town values.
And Mom and Dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
For whatever reason, if your working days are over, don't do anything before you meet Grover. Social Security, disability, SSI, work injuries, wear and tear, and hearing loss. 888-9-GROVER. It's your go-to place for unique gifts, hard to find, or special gifts for anyone, including yourself. A new selection of inspirational gifts. Personalized and other new jewelry arrivals. A fresh new restock of Diva and the other Tyler Candle Company scents that will not stay on the shelves. Plus new colors and styles of the ever-popular Brewmate. And decorate for the season and for the 4th with a little hometown local feel at the Seasonal Shop in downtown Sagersville.
Hi, I'm Patty Maynard, your local health insurance agent here in McGoffin County. I've been serving our people for over 25 years. I would love to discuss Medicare products with you. I represent Humana Insurance Company as well as others. My office is here in Sayersville on Route 7 on Superior Hill beside the entrance to Bluegrass Cemetery in the same building as Patty's Tax Service. My office is open 10 to 5 Monday through Friday. I would love to see you, or you can just call us at 606-349-1993.
Welcome to the best sales, the best service, and the best selection in the viewing area and Eastern Kentucky. It's Conley Tire in Staffordsville, where they have big specials on big name brands every month. And as always, brake jobs, oil changes, computer diagnostics, and 6 months no interest. Conley Tire in Staffordsville and conleytire.net.
There are several risk factors that may put a patient at risk for heart disease.
Especially people who have diabetes or hypertension or high cholesterol and have a family history of heart disease.
Neglecting to see a cardiologist can put you in trouble. You may develop problems that may not be reversible.
We see many people who do not have an actual diagnosis of a heart problem, but may be at risk of heart disease, and we do whatever we can to help mitigate that risk to help prevent disease in the future. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Here in McGoffin County, authorities were called to the Fox Run Road area off of Route 40 just outside of Sagersville around 4 o'clock this afternoon. A call coming into 911 from a family member saying that a 5-year-old boy had just turned up missing just in a matter of seconds. Authorities responded, and glad to report that a McGoffin County Sheriff's Deputy Eugene Salyer found the 5-year-old on a neighbor's porch unharmed, and I'm sure under a little more scrutiny as to being able to get out of the house and escape. With that said, that of course was a brief situation that turned out for the very best. However, in Jackson, by my estimates, 21 hours and counting, could be longer than that a 10-year-old boy has been missing. A frantic and extensive search still ongoing that only broke during the overnight for a matter of about 2 or 3 hours. It all started yesterday morning around 9:30. Panbowl Branch, which of course is just off of Panbowl Lake in Jackson, is the area that Breathitt County Emergency Management says crews have been searching frantically for 10-year-old Jaden Spicer. Spicer was reported missing yesterday morning just before 9:30 in Jackson. He was last seen by his family around bedtime the night before at 9 o'clock. Since then, Kentucky State Police, the Sheriff's Department, local authorities, Breathitt County Emergency Management, Fire, Rescue, and all other resources have been searching nearby by any and all means. On foot, with dogs, drones, sonar, by air, by ATV, covering at least 20 square miles. They searched all day, well up into the overnight hours this morning. They broke at around 3 or 4 in the a.m. and then were back this morning as soon as light permitted. Spicer apparently left his home again last night without anyone realizing he was gone, and was realized to be gone this morning again around 9:20 or so. That's when the call first came into 911. He's described as being about 5 feet 1 inch tall. You can see him here, blonde hair, blue eyes. He was last seen wearing his Sonic Hedgehog pajamas. And if anyone has any information, of course, about his whereabouts, you're asked to call local authorities. They have also asked that everyone stay away from the area. They have enough search right now, search and rescue teams to comb the area thoroughly, and are asking the general public by and large to just navigate away from the area while they continue to conduct their thorough search so that no stone is left unturned. We've been following the case out of Prestonsburg because a lot of folks travel through there and a lot of folks were understandably concerned. And I updated you last evening saying that authorities with the Prestonsburg Police Department were confident they had identified a teenage suspect who they say is the one that's believed to have shot a semi-automatic handgun into numerous cars traveling on US 23 in the Bull Creek area. An update on the case tonight. They're planning on charging that juvenile as an adult, and they are also, as well, at last report, seeking another individual who is of age who is also facing charges related to the shootings. The latest information from the Prestonsburg Police Department says that in addition to reporting yesterday that they had arrested the 17-year-old juvenile in connection with the shooting in the Bull Creek area, they were able to, after that arrest, get further evidence and information that directly implicated the driver, which they had not charged at the time, but had spoken to and have since charged, and at last report we're still looking for, identified as this man seen here, 19-year-old Weston Harris. Looking at charges related to the commission of the crime itself, warrants for the arrest of Harris were sought by Detective Hutchison with the Prestonsburg PD and issued by the Floyd District Court for felony wanton endangerment and felony criminal mischief. Officers reportedly tried to serve the warrant at his home, but at the time they were unable to locate him, and as of a last update just a short time ago, they were still looking for him or any information about his whereabouts. Any information could be relayed to the Prestonsburg Police Department at 886-1010. Now it's time for the McGoffin Farm Bureau calendar announcements for the day. And just a couple of quick reminders that I'm out of time to remind you about. Don't forget, it's going to be a good evening for the Summer Bass Tournament. Load up, blast off from Clay Lick Boat Ramp, and win $1,000 if you come in with the most fish. Elk Creek Free Will Baptist Bass Tournament is this Saturday starting at 9. Also this Saturday starting at 4 is the Big Horse Show down at the West Liberty Equestrian Park, hosted by the West Liberty Kiwanis. This is a Rocky Mountain Class B show, a lot of other big classes as well. They're going to start at 4 o'clock at their new location, Class B Rocky Mountain show, with also Kentucky Mountain Saddle Horse and Mountain Pleasure classes as well. They hope to see you there. I hope to see you on the calendar, or just whether you have, rather, an announcement, or you just want to know what's going on, or maybe wish somebody a special birthday. From there, we'll go on to funeral service announcements. These, as are always, nightly brought to you by the McGoffin County Funeral Home. First, they remind us services start tomorrow at 1 for Ruth Shepard, who passed away Monday, survived by her sons, Pete and Johnny, and several grandchildren, and 8 great-grandchildren. Ruth is preceded in death by her husband, John B., and funeral services start tomorrow at 1 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home with visitation through 9 o'clock tonight. Services will start tomorrow evening at 7, a memorial service, that is, in honor of Winfred Mason Manning. 7 o'clock tomorrow night at the Sagersville Funeral Home. At 74 years of age, he passed away this week from West Liberty. Son of the late Victor Floyd Manning and Burdette Manning, he's survived by his wife, Diana, stepson Michael, brother James Robert, and sister Golda Helen Manning. A memorial service again tomorrow evening at 7 at the Sagersville Funeral Home. And services to be announced for 60-year-old Lucy Likens. Leisha Lucy Likens of Sagersville. She passed away yesterday at her home. The daughter of the late J.T. and Betty Jo Arnett Likens. She's survived by her son, Zach Dante, brothers Jeff Likens and Ralph Likens and John Tim Likens, her sister Nola Johnson and her sister Sally Minix, and a granddaughter Millie James. A memorial service is going to be announced at a later date to be held by the McGoffin County Funeral Home.
At Big Sandy Healthcare, every patient is seen as an individual deserving of respect, compassion, and top quality care. For us, it isn't about who they are or where they come from, but about the dignity and the care that they deserve. Our commitment goes beyond simply treating diseases. We tackle food insecurity, transportation problems, and other barriers many of our patients experience that hold them back from living fuller, healthier lives. At Big Sandy Healthcare, that's what sets our organization apart.
SMB is proud to stand with you with what might be your very first and definitely last checking, savings, retirement, even Christmas Club account, along with consumer, auto, mortgage, business loans that you can easily manage from anywhere in the world with safe, secure mobile and online banking that comes from over 120 years of commitment to your financial life and well-being, today, tomorrow, and forever. Salyersville National.
Youth.
Experience.
Modern solutions to modern problems.
Proven solutions to legal problems.
An emerging face in the courtroom.
A known presence in the courtroom.
Together, we are multifaceted.
Together, we will do right by you.
If you are having any legal issues at all, just relax and call Max.
If a car wreck is causing you pain, just pick up the phone and call Donald Wayne.
One name, one call, one ultimate solution to your heating and cooling, sales, 24-hour service, and installation for home, commercial, boilers, chillers, and VRF systems. With over 15 years of experience and now based right here in the viewing area, Ultimate Air, 496-6651.
Get ready for the return of bluegrass supergroup Woodbox Heroes. They're bringing their incredible show back to the Mountain Arts Center on August 16th, 2025. This is Bluegrass Reimagined, a never-before-seen blend of country music, bluegrass, and Americana you just have to hear live. Members of this band have played on some of the biggest stages in the U.S., including the Grand Ole Opry, and they're bringing their incredible show back to the MAC. Featuring special guest Adlin Ramey, you won't want to miss this. Grab your tickets now at macarts.com or call 1-888-MAC-ARTS.
It's just the perfect spot to grab lunch, a snack, something sweet, pick up your meds, or have them brought to you curbside. It's your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy that's been proud to serve you and your families for over 100 years. And now on their already incredible menu, fresh baked goods from the Daily Bread. Fraser's Prater Drugstore, 349-3135.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County School.
Whether they are by telephone, through text, through your cell phone, through email, through any other electronic, essentially, means, scams happen every day. It seems as though it's daily for a lot of us if you have a variety of those forms of communications or platforms. You never know who or what to trust anymore. Well, the state is doing something about that. The governor today in his Team Kentucky update announcing that they have launched a new website to protect Kentuckians from scammers and to catch those scammers themselves.
Since taking office both as governor and formerly as attorney general, one of my top priorities has been protecting Kentuckians. That work has included uncovering scams and prosecuting the scammers. There are always new and evolving scams, and they're getting more sophisticated. They target people of all ages in all parts of Kentucky. According to a 2024 FBI report, Kentuckians are losing more than $74 million a year to scams alone. That's not just a statistic. It's hard-earned savings. It's rent, groceries, tuition, and retirement funds lost to criminals. And that's just the scams getting reported. We know the real impact is a lot bigger. Scammers may be working to ruin lives and destroy life savings, but today I'm announcing a partnership where Team Kentucky is going to fight back. Today, we're launching a new website, stopscams.ky.gov. This site and accompanying resources and different events we're going to do are going to help us identify more scams to more people before they fall for them. It's going to help us make sure that they can be reported so these people can be found and arrested for the criminals that they are, and that we can do everything we can to get people's money back. And we're going to announce today and hear from some partners that are already out there doing great work in this area. So hopefully this just adds more information and more resources.
Stopscams.ky.gov. That's where you can go to find out how to avoid a scam, report report a scam, recover from a scam as well. With the website and governor telling us that Kentuckians lose over $74 million every year just to online scammers. The website advising us all to pause, check, protect. Pause. Were you expecting a call or a text or an email from this company? Does it seem too good to be true? Check before you take any action. Research the sender. See where it's coming from. Is it as real as it looks on the surface? And then protect yourself, your personal information. Don't give it out. It's just too easy done. I myself have gotten real deep into a phone conversation with someone before I realized that indeed it was someone trying to scam me for my personal information and money as well. And some folks, of course, are not as fortunate, and it goes a lot farther than that, and it costs them a lot of money, $74 million or more each year just in Kentucky alone. StopScams.ky.gov for information on rental, charity, imposter, home improvement, insurance, and other scams. Now let's wrap it up with a warm one and a sunny one. We've got a chance of some activity tonight. They've been out there, that being some showers and thunderstorms scattered and somewhat small, and for the most part, not everyone's seeing them. Some folks are, by and large, staying to the south of Sagersville, if you're looking at the map, and Paintsville, of course, city limits as well. But again, some parts of the county seeing some showers today, and the majority not. We have seen temperatures today in downtown Sagersville peaked at 91, felt like 97 at the time. So yes, it was another hot one out there. Right now, if you're catching the early show, 82 feels like almost 89. So it's still warm out there, and that's going to continue to slack off for the rest of the evening, as will shower and thunderstorm chances, which again we'll chalk up to a 20% chance for the next little bit, but mostly clear by later on tonight, 63 degrees, and a calm wind to wrap up your Thursday. And with that said, we're out of that neck of the woods for a little while. Till next week, it's going to be warm, it's going to be sunny, it's going to be very consistent as far as conditions and temperatures go, starting with your Friday. We'll top out again. National Weather Service again, as are most other models, calling for upper 80s, which they were today. We busted 90 degrees here at the studio, so I look for that again for the next several days. It's going to be 90 perhaps, and we'll feel like it's even a little warmer than that. 87, those the official call for tomorrow. 62 tomorrow night. Fog at the onset of your Friday. Sunny skies in the middle, and mostly clear tomorrow night with a low of 62. Temperatures just a slow, steady climb from Friday, Saturday into your Sunday. I'm sure we're going to be in the 90s this weekend. We'll bust that mark, I think, by a degree or two. 88, those official call for Saturday. Fog each and every morning and late night. 64 or so, mid-60s again Sunday. Fog, sunny, mostly clear, mostly nice, and it's still summer. So you had to scrap a few outdoor plans that you had because of all the rain. Maybe you can make them up this weekend. If you can't, and you have Monday off, well, you can try to go for it then as well. We've still got another dry day. 90 degrees, fog, sunny, mostly clear. Sound familiar? Consistently, we're not going to waver but a degree or two between now and this time next week. And with that, mostly sunny skies each and every day. Nighttime lows in the mid and upper 60s. Starting Tuesday, yeah, we'll throw in a 20% chance of showers and storms late afternoon. You know the drill. Double it to 40% Wednesday and Thursday, but nothing all that great. Just a nice, warm, sunny, for the most part, forecast. Nearly all of the forecasts. Enjoy it if that's your thing. Thank you all for being here. I'll wrap up this week of programming tomorrow night, possibly with an update on the before-mentioned and hopefully much anticipated Henry's Hot Dog Company. Getting closer to giving you a little tour and knowing more. Tomorrow, maybe. I'm not quite for certain as of yet. Depends on what all we get done and accomplished tonight and between now and then. With that said, I will have a host of news that I hope to see you here for, and I hope you have a good night between now and then. Thank you for watching.